Tonight at 5, a weather alert day begins tonight for snow and possible freezing rain. How area road crews are preparing.
Plus, the suspect in the State Street shooting is still on the loose, but police are moving forward with charges. And
an historic day on Capitol Hill after Congress passes the Respect for Marriage Act. What's next for the measure? You're watching News 3 Now at 5. A weather alert day begins tonight for snow and freezing drizzle.
It's expected to make for a messy commute tomorrow morning, so be sure to get an early start. Chief Meteorologist Gary Canalti is on the weather patio with the details. Gary?
Well, right now, Susan, it's pretty quiet out here. In fact, skies have actually been clear. I can see some clouds out to the west that are the forerunners of the weather system will be coming in. And let's start out by taking a look at our alert day. This is for later tonight through the day on Friday. We've brought the snow totals up a little bit to 2 to 5 inches. Heaviest amounts will probably still be west and northwest of Madison. And again, adding some freezing drizzle in there could also lead to some slippery road surfaces. As we look at visible cloud track, you can see the sunshine that we had this afternoon giving way to clouds out to our west, and the thicker clouds are now moving into western Iowa and starting to expand pretty rapidly to the north and east. Right now, some light rain in parts of western Illinois, but it's the rain and snow that we're watching out near Omaha, Nebraska. Still quite a distance out, but it should move pretty rapidly to the north and east. In fact, 6-hour future track radar expands that area and starts to spread it towards southern Wisconsin. Look for just before midnight the snow and rain to start moving into southwestern portions of the state. Right now, temperatures are right around freezing, or in the case of Madison, a little bit below, thanks to the clear skies, and that will allow temperatures to drop off a little bit more this evening. Right now, 35 in Middleton, 34 degrees in Perry, and 36 degrees in Edgerton across Dane County. Look for skies to become mostly cloudy by late evening as temperatures drop into the upper 20s, and then hold nearly steady for a couple of hours and even rise overnight as the rain and snow moves in. I'll tell you more on the timing of that and how much more we can expect and where the heaviest snow will fall in just a few minutes.
All right, Gary, and the Madison Streets Division is busy getting ready for this storm.
Trucks will be out as soon as 3 or more inches of snow have accumulated on the ground. 32 trucks will be dispatched across the city to maintain salt routes, which make up roughly 800 miles of traffic lanes. There is a chance that rain and snow could mix together, creating heavier, denser snow, as Gary was explaining. So crews are asking drivers to take it slow tomorrow morning, especially when driving near snowplows.
They're driving slow for a reason, because they're just trying to plow the streets and make them safe for everybody. So just be slow, give them their space, do what you have to do. Don't get too close to them, let them do their job.
Johnson also said crews won't be pre-treating the roads with brine because this storm could start with rain, which would wash the brine away.
And before the snow falls, don't forget to download our First Warn Forecast weather app. We've already heard the Portage School District closed tomorrow and will be a virtual learning day. You'll be able to find the entire list tomorrow morning on our weather app. It also has up-to-the-minute road conditions and the latest radar, so you can track this system. Our Channel 3000 weather team will also keep you up to date with all the latest snowstorm information. We'll also have that closing banner for schools at the top of the page. It's a big night for Badger women's volleyball. We have live team coverage. Wisconsin taking on Penn State. This is the NCAA regional semifinals.
Our Armand Rahman is live with fans at the UW Fieldhouse tonight. Armand?
First, we're going to go.
Sorry about that. First to Zach. Sports Director Zach Hanley has a preview of the game. Then we'll get to Armand. Sorry about that, Zach.
It's never easy to beat a team 3 times in a season, but that's what's standing in the Badgers' way for another trip to the regional finals. Wisconsin swept Penn State at the Fieldhouse back on September 30th, and then a couple weeks ago, they won in 5 sets at University Park. The big thing Kelly Sheffield's squad has going, well, they're playing at home. UW is a perfect 15-0 at the Fieldhouse, so win tonight and a win on Saturday. Wisconsin would make program history going undefeated at home for the first time. But of course, first things first, you have to beat Penn State and advance to play Pitt on Saturday, who just beat Florida. Win, and then they're back in the Final Four for the 4th straight year, guys.
All right, Zach, we know those fans, they have to be a factor. They're out in full force for the Badgers tonight.
The Fieldhouse is sold out for this one. Armand Rahman is among those hyped up fans, and he joins us live. Armand?
Yeah, guys, with all the excitement, I almost don't feel cold. Now, we have a lot of that red and white pouring in here still, and the spirit is running through fans of all ages. But I talked to students, and them in particular, they're pumped to have the Badgers beat Penn State on the home court.
We have been following them quite heavily this season, so we're really excited for postseason games and that we're able to come to one of them.
Yeah, hopefully now since we're here again, you know, we're here for a repeat.
And one thing those fans also told me is that win or lose, not much homework is going to be done tonight. And you know what? I think that's for a good reason. For now, live at UW Fieldhouse, Arman Rahman, News 3 Now.
Armand, thank you. Prosecutors have filed charges against the man suspected of shooting another man on State Street last week. A criminal complaint says 40-year-old Lamar Jefferson shot the victim several times. The complaint also confirmed the victim was involved in an argument with Jefferson about a week before the shooting. Jefferson was arrested and charged after repeatedly threatening to kill the victim. He was released a day before the shooting downtown. Police are still looking for Jefferson tonight, but have moved forward with charges. He's being charged with one count of attempted first-degree intentional homicide and another count of possessing a firearm as a convicted felon. Police say Jefferson has ties to the Milwaukee area and is believed to be armed and dangerous. If you see him, call police right away.
A Navy recruiter accused of using his position to meet teens and then sexually assaulting them is now facing additional charges. 25-year-old Brian Bradley Hubbard was arrested last week and charged with child enticement and sexual assault of a child. He's now facing 2 child enticement charges and 1 sexual assault charge has been added. And court officials have ordered Bradley Hubbard to not have any contact with victims, not to leave the state. His bond was set at $50,000. And a man convicted of killing a 31-year-old woman sentenced to life in prison without the possibility of early release. That would be 53-year-old Thomas Smith, convicted of first-degree intentional homicide. He is accused of shooting 31-year-old Kiara Fields July 4th, last year. Fields later died from her injuries. Police arrested Smith on unrelated charges in Indiana shortly after that shooting. About 200 Wisconsin employees of the American Red Cross say they want action now after over a year of saying they haven't gotten it.
The American Federation of State, County, and Municipal Employees says Red Cross workers will strike ahead of a massive blood collection event that's coming up. Our Catherine Merck is here to explain what you can expect if a strike happens this month. Catherine?
It's planned for December 23rd, outside of the Red Cross region's biggest blood drive. It's the hope of the union behind this strike that after over a year of issues negotiating, they'll finally get their voices heard.
We intend to engage in a one-day unfair labor practices strike on December 23rd.
For Wisconsin Red Cross employees, enough is enough. Neil Rainford is with the American Federation of State, County, and Municipal Employees, or AFS-CME. The labor union plans to strike for multiple reasons.
We were unable to secure times and dates to negotiate with the employer. There were a lot of cancellations, a lot of rescheduling, and then cancellations of those dates.
On top of difficulties trying to negotiate, the union says they were also told some troubling information about how funds were allocated in other states.
In Illinois, for example, the Red Cross workers who did the very same type of work received a minimum of 10% increases across the board in January of 2022 and a maximum of 22% increases. Those same workers in Minnesota received another minimally $1 an hour and some greater than $1 an hour, for a total of about $2 an hour across the board wage increases.
So if workers strike, I asked, what happens if you need blood?
Is it possible that someone who needs blood to stay alive will not have any as a result of this action that the employees are taking? Absolutely not.
The Red Cross didn't want to talk to me on camera, but wrote, the Red Cross is committed to providing all employees with competitive wages and benefits. There's still time for an agreement to be reached before the December 23rd drive, known as the region's largest blood drive.
It's a blood drive that typically collects hundreds and hundreds of units of blood and blood products.
At a time when there couldn't be enough blood donations that are needed, it's the union's hope that they come to an agreement as soon as possible. The Red Cross and the AFS-CME said there is a scheduled negotiation session on Monday night, aiming to continue to try to reach an agreement.
Catherine, thank you. It is a good problem for the state to have. They project to have more funds by next summer than initially thought.
Well, that nearly $6.6 billion surplus is record-setting. Political reporter Will Keneally has more from Republicans on how the state might spend some of that surplus money. Will?
Well, Republicans will largely continue to control the budget process going forward as they still have a majority in both chambers of the legislature. And we sat down today with Howard Markline, a senator from Spring Green, who co-chairs the powerful budget writing committee. He says that a lot of the budget discussions will come in January once his caucus brings 5 new senators on board. But he said that he's hoping to seal the deal on especially one tax cut.
We did eliminate the personal property tax, but that was vetoed last session. I'm sure that is going to be on the table again.
That was one of the provisions that Evers took out in the vetoes that he made to last cycle's budget. It's a tax on certain business-related property that Republicans have called for removing here. And so this is part of a series of sit-downs that we've had with various budget stakeholders. Yesterday, we sat down with Democratic Senator from Madison, Kelda Roys, and that interview is up online at channel3000.com. Reporting from the Capitol, Will Keneally, News 3 Now.
All right, Will, thank you. The Respect for Marriage Act has passed its final hurdle, now on its way to President Biden's desk.
The motion is adopted.
The House passed the bill with a vote of 258 to 169. The legislation protects same-sex and interracial marriages.
Speaker of the House Nancy Pelosi announced passage of the bill in one of her final duties before leaving the position at the end of the term.
The growing triple threat of illnesses continues to put millions of Americans at risk.
Reported COVID-19 hospitalizations are up more than 20% in the past week. The flu is also spiking, and cases of RSV are also up. Hospitalizations have more than quadrupled from last year. Doctors say all 3 of the now preventable viral infections sweeping the country could be slowed by mask wearing, and the time is now to get your flu shot and COVID booster.
Should there be another mandate in LA County?
I think there should be, and I think eventually we're all going to have that mask mandate.
It could take a couple of weeks after you get your vaccine to become fully protected, so there is just enough time now right before all of those holiday parties.
Well, coming up, Gary tells us when we can expect the snow to start falling.
Plus, the FCC is now calling for a total ban of TikTok across the U.S. We'll have details coming up after the break.
In positive territory for the markets and Thursday trading on Wall Street, the Dow up more than 183 points. The NASDAQ adds 123. S&P 500 jumps almost 30, and we'll be right back.
Have you put off updating your kitchen all year long? For fast turnaround and quality guaranteed, call Mad City Kitchens, Wisconsin's #1 remodeler and trusted local source for beautiful kitchen cabinet refacing, expertly installed in as little as 2 days. Plus, it's our end-of-year savings event. Receive 75% off installation of a cabinet refacing project. We install year-round, but purchase now to get $750 in Mad City cash for future home improvements. Pick up the phone, schedule a free estimate. With our price lock guarantee, we'll guarantee your price for 1 year and receive a free $75 restaurant.com gift card with in-home estimate. Plus, call during this program for great financing, no interest, and no payments till 2026. From Madison throughout South Central Wisconsin, call 608-298-5383. That's 608-298-5383.
Hey, there's my girl. Who's that?
Life can be uncomfortable. Your home doesn't have to be. Whether you're looking for all the advanced features or something with a lower upfront cost, with Rheem heating equipment, you can stay comfortable even in the most uncomfortable situations.
Oh, come on. Yes, let's go.
Feel the Wohlers difference. Call Wohlers Heating and Air Conditioning today, serving Dane County for over 45 years.
Ready, Dad?
All charged up.
This holiday season, Ford wants to help you shine bright with a special offer on select Ford vehicles. Choose a vehicle in stock or simply place a custom order. Lock in your rate and you're protected, even if rates go up before your order comes in.
So much.
And that's how Ford is helping you.
I'm proud of you, kids.
Shine bright. This season, choose FlexBuy on a 2022 Escape or Edge SUV and get 0% financing for 66 months at your local Ford dealer. And shine bright.
Need cleaning supplies? Menards carries top brands like Dawn, Tide, and Bounty. Right now, get a $10 rebate on qualifying purchases of $40 or more of these and other brand name products from Procter & Gamble. Give your bathroom an update with Pfister. Pfister creates thoughtfully designed faucets like this Henlo bathroom faucet. Its spot defense keeps it fingerprint and water spot free. Get yours today. Now on sale for $84.99. Plus, a Menards gift card is always a great gift idea.
More seasons, greetings to you all from Menards.
An alert day is in the forecast for snow and freezing drizzle overnight and Friday. I'll let you know how much snow to expect at 6.
Then with snow inbound, road conditions could be dangerous. We learn how Madison Streets Division prepares for the storm ahead tonight at 6.
News 3 Now's Call for Action team gets results.
We're taking action for you.
Nearly 700 cases closed, more than $500,000 recovered, and we're not finished yet. When you need help, call for action only on News 3 Now. You're watching News 3 Now at 5.
The Justice Department's hunt for classified government documents possibly removed from the White House by Donald Trump is picking up steam. A U.S. official confirmed to CBS News that representatives for the former president alerted the FBI that they recovered 2 items with classified markings at a storage facility in Florida. The official confirmed the items were inside a sealed box. The new discovery comes just months after federal agents confiscated more than 300 classified documents at Mar-a-Lago. A spokesperson for the former president says, quote, Trump and his counsel continue to be cooperative and transparent despite the unprecedented, illegal, and unwarranted attack against him. Journalists at the New York Times went on strike today, something that hasn't happened since the 1970s. More than 1,000 staffers walked out of the office this afternoon. The 24-hour strike is the result of an ongoing contract negotiation over wage increases and remote work policies. The Times says employees who participate will not be paid for the duration of the strike.
As the crackdown on TikTok by state governments grows, the FCC commissioner is calling for a total ban on TikTok in the United States. Ivan Rodriguez has the latest.
Troubles expanding for TikTok in the United States, with Texas and Maryland joining South Dakota, South Carolina, and Nebraska and prohibiting the use of the app on government-issued devices. Indiana's Attorney General has now filed 2 lawsuits against the social media giant for allegedly exposing minors to mature content and deceiving users about China's access to their data.
The Biden administration is focused on challenge of certain countries, including China, seeking to leverage digital technologies and America's data in ways that present unacceptable national security risk.
The U.S. Committee on Foreign Investment has been in negotiations with China, trying to resolve concerns that Chinese government authorities could seek to gain access to the data TikTok holds on U.S. citizens.
The problem is with China, there's no distinction between the government and the private sector. Everybody works for the government one way or another.
FCC Commissioner Brendan Carr says the U.S. government should ban TikTok over national security concerns. Some lawmakers are sharing those sentiments.
But the Chinese are really into stealing data and collecting data. And this is one huge way to do that. And they're going to have every keystroke, everything you enter, every comment. I think it is very dangerous.
I'm Ivan Rodriguez reporting.
TikTok says it's confident an agreement can be reached to satisfy national security concerns. Let's get to Chief Meteorologist Gary Canalti keeping his eye on snow that's moving into the area. Gary?
Yeah, we've been talking about this for several days now. We have that alert day in the forecast overnight into the day tomorrow for about 2 to 5 inches of snow. So that's a little higher than what we had yesterday. Also, we've added some freezing drizzle, especially for areas west of Madison and late tonight into early tomorrow morning. That could also add to slippery road conditions. But right now, the storm system just starting to come together out across parts of Nebraska. Snow there, and then you can see it changing to rain in the warmer air across the western portions of Iowa. So this whole system will slide to the north and east. There's the area of low pressure there, and a secondary area developing to the south. What's going to happen are these two are basically going to come together and take a track through central Illinois and central Indiana. A little farther south than Maine winter storm that would probably maybe go down towards St. Louis and then curve more toward the north and east, and that would actually keep us under the snow a little bit longer. But as that area of precipitation starts to expand, it's going to encounter air that's below freezing. Madison already below freezing at 31, La Crosse at 29, but notice Des Moines at 38 degrees. So again, there'll be a mix of rain and snow, but it'll quickly transition to snow as it moves into southern Wisconsin. Now, Doppler track shows the precipitation moving into western Iowa. On future track, you can see how that area of precipitation by 10 p.m. just west of the Mississippi River. So Madison probably still dry, maybe some breaks in the clouds as well. But notice by 2 a.m., snow pretty steady now over southwestern Wisconsin. It overspreads all of southern Wisconsin by 6 a.m. And notice mainly snow, the rain farther to the south in northern Illinois with a mixture down toward the Illinois state line. It snows steadily through the morning, and then in the afternoon, everything pulls off to the east. Right now, we're thinking about a 2 to 5 inch snowfall. The heavier amounts out toward the Mississippi River, lighter amounts down toward the Illinois state line. Heaviest amounts from the storm probably over portions of northern Iowa, and also a little bit of light freezing drizzle in there as well. Possibility for some light freezing rain over parts of eastern Iowa, but not as high of a probability in southern Wisconsin. Winter storm warnings over parts of northern Iowa where the heaviest snow will be. Most areas just under a winter weather advisory. So 3 things you need to know in the forecast. Light to moderate snow overnight through the day on Friday. Some of that will be accompanied by freezing drizzle, and with temperatures at or just slightly above freezing, it'll be a slushy wet snow for all of southern Wisconsin. Winter weather advisory starts at midnight for much of southern Wisconsin, starts at 3 a.m. south and east of Madison, and runs through most of the day on Friday, 3 p.m. for our western viewers, 6 p.m. for everybody else. Look for a low temperature tonight of 29. That'll be this evening, and then the snow and freezing drizzle develops after midnight. Tomorrow, look for occasional snow mixed with a little freezing drizzle. That will end late in the day, maybe mixing with a little rain as high temperatures get up to 36. Future track, nothing for this evening. Again, this is 10 p.m., but later on tonight, the snow overspreads southern Wisconsin, continues through much of the night. And notice those temperatures right around, or even just a tad above freezing, but enough to get snow in here. And then as we head toward noon, it all lifts to the north and east, and then the snow just tapers to flurries and ends in the afternoon. 2 to 5 inches of snow, lighter amounts toward the Illinois state line, heavier amounts out toward the Mississippi River, and a little bit of freezing drizzle mixed in as well. 7 to 10 day forecast, temperatures above freezing, so some of that snow will melt over the next few days, and by early next week, a storm system brings rain that will mix with and change the snow on Wednesday, and then colder weather for the end of next week. Right now, that looks like a minimal storm system from snow, but a couple degrees colder, and we could see a little more snow out of that. As we check out first warn traffic right now, here's the view of the Beltline at Stoughton Road. Looks like traffic's moving pretty steadily on the eastbound Beltline. There was a stall in the left lane there earlier, but that looks like it's been cleared up. Right now, just a little bit of a slowdown as the flex lanes merge at I-3990 on the eastbound Beltline. Travel times pretty normal either way on the Beltline between University Avenue and the interstate. Heading out of Madison, no problems. Beltline to Janesville on I-3990. A quick 16 minutes middle to Sauk City on US 12, and downtown to Sun Prairie, East Washington Avenue and US 151 takes you 19 minutes. That's your news for now. First warn traffic.
All right, Gary, thank you. Time is running out for Congress to pass 2 major spending plans. What's causing the holdup? That's next at 5.
News 3 Now First Warn Weather is brought to you by Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor.
Discover a shopping and design experience as comfortable as the furniture. Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor. Schedule your free design consultation today.
It just totally changed the look of my kitchen. It really lightened it up a lot and made it look a lot larger.
And it's easy to clean.
And now with having all the compliments, I feel like it was really the perfect choice to make.
Mad City has more than 50,000 satisfied customers and an A+ rating with the BBB. We can transform your kitchen from ordinary to extraordinary with cabinet refacing, plus soft closing doors and drawers installed in as little as 2 days. Plus, it's our end-of-year savings event. Take 75% off installation of a cabinet refacing project. Purchase now to get $750 in Mad City cash for future home improvements. Receive a free $75 restaurant.com gift card with estimate. And call during this program for no interest and no payments till 2026. From Madison throughout South Central Wisconsin, call 608-298-5383. That's 608-298-5383.
If you overdraw your account, Wells Fargo gives you an extra day grace period to avoid the overdraft fee. What if everything came with a grace period? Like accidentally parking where you shouldn't.
Hey, what about this one? Nah, that one gets an extra day. Somebody got lucky.
Like having an extra day grace period? When it comes to overdrafts, you can with Wells Fargo.
Internet of Things is evolving, creating the Internet of You. And Spectrum, America's leading internet provider, is bringing you seamless connectivity across all your devices. Introducing Spectrum One, Spectrum Internet with speeds of 300 megabits, advanced Wi-Fi, and Spectrum Mobile Unlimited, all for just $49.99 a month. Call 833-673-4999. Spectrum Internet delivers the fastest speeds in the nation for smoother surfing, streaming, gaming, and more. Advanced Wi-Fi provides enhanced security and privacy that automatically blocks threats to protect all of your devices. And Spectrum Mobile gives you unlimited talk, text, and data with reliable nationwide 5G coast to coast. Switch now. Call 833-673-4999. At Spectrum, it's not just about connecting things, it's about connecting you. Get it all with Spectrum One, Spectrum Internet, advanced Wi-Fi, and one line of Spectrum Mobile Unlimited for $49.99 a month. Call 833-673-4999 or visit a Spectrum store today.
To everyone who loves great food, let us make you a meal the Wisconsin way.
We cook each butter burger to order for you and the people you love, so it's the best part of your day.
The best.
The best.
And every creamy scoop of fresh frozen custard, pure happiness. Pure happiness.
Pure happiness. Because where Culver's comes from.
And the heart of America's Dairyland. Our love.
Our love for fresh food is as strong as our love for all of you.
From Wisconsin with love.
Welcome to Delicious.
You're watching News 3 Now at 5.
The clock is ticking for Congress to pass two major spending bills.
Amy Kiley explains what's holding lawmakers up.
It's that time of year again, when Congress tends to rush to fund the government. This year, two major spending bills are hitting snags with the clock ticking.
What we've been told is the NDA that has come out of the House will have language to do partially what we wanted to have happen.
The House had been expected to take up the National Defense Authorization Act this week, but Republicans now say their support hinges on ending the military's vaccine mandate.
It would impact the readiness of the force. You're more prone to getting COVID-19.
The White House says President Joe Biden wants to keep the requirement, but asked if he'd sacrifice it for the must-pass bill.
There's still a process going, a legislative process going. Don't want to get ahead of that.
Meanwhile, funding for the broader federal government could expire next week. Funding it for the whole fiscal year would require wide-ranging compromise fast.
For us to reach an unanimous agreement would only require the Democrats to move to a position closer to ours.
Turn left, Republicans. Or at least don't turn hard right.
Senate Minority Leader Mitch McConnell says the country might have to settle for a short-term bill that lasts just into the new year.
When frankly the Republicans have the House of Representatives and will have a stronger hand at the bargaining table.
I'm Amy Kiley reporting.
We'll get a final check of your first warn forecast when we come back.
Go farther with personal checking choices. At Starion Bank, you make the decisions. Your money, your style. Apply online in just 4 minutes at starionbank.com.
If a new kitchen has been on your wish list all year long, you're running out of time. Make a great impression on family and friends during the holidays with cabinet refacing from Mad City Kitchens. Get new door and drawer fronts, countertops, and the upgrade everyone loves, soft close doors and drawers. Avoid a lengthy remodel with installation in as little as 2 days. It's our end-of-year savings event. Receive 75% off installation of a cabinet refacing project. Plus, get $750 in Mad City cash for future home improvements. And receive a free $75 Restaurant.com gift card with in-home estimate. Remember, with our price lock guarantee, we'll guarantee your price for 1 year. Plus, last chance to call during this program for no interest and no payments until 2026. From Madison throughout South Central Wisconsin, call 608-298-5383. That's 608-298-5383.
At McGann Furniture and Flooring in Baraboo, we know that hardworking people want the most value for their money. At McGann's, we've already sorted out and selected the brands that we feel offer you the most bang for your buck. From young couples to senior citizens, we offer a huge selection at prices that will fit your budget. And remember, at McGann's, we don't raise prices only to lower them later for a sale. Discover the difference at McGann Furniture and Flooring, downtown Baraboo.
I've got a secret. I did all of my holiday shopping in one place. Do you want to know where? At the WISC Company in Middleton. I found Bagolini purses for Mom, Fraser fur candles, my sister's favorite, earrings for me, even Weber grill accessories for Dad. And their holiday showroom, it's a wonderland. So this season, check out the WISC Company, my holiday happy place.
Ready, Dad?
All charged up. This holiday season, Ford wants to help you shine bright with a special offer on select Ford vehicles. Choose a vehicle in stock or simply place a custom order. Lock in your rate and you're protected, even if rates go up before your order comes in. So much. And that's how Ford is helping you. I'm proud of you kids. Shine bright. This season, choose FlexBuy on a 2022 Escape or Edge SUV and get 0% financing for 66 months at your local Ford dealer. And shine bright.
Go farther with personal checking choices at Starion Bank. Like Smart Checking, it's free when you choose e-statements. Your money, your style. Apply online in just 4 minutes at starionbank.com.
Coming up on the CBS Evening News. Brittany Griner freed. Tonight, the WNBA star is on her way home after a prisoner swap with Russia. U.S. officials agree to return an international arms dealer known as the Merchant of Death. Plus, relief at the pump. Will gas prices nationwide fall below $3 a gallon? And how the 19th Amendment connects to this history-making skydiving team. That's tonight on the CBS Evening News.
And Gary's back, keeping a close eye on things tonight, Gary.
Yeah, this evening, no problems. But on Doppler track, the rain and snow across western Iowa will expand pretty rapidly to the north and east. So just before midnight, approaching the Mississippi River, and then should pretty quickly overspread southern Wisconsin through the overnight hours. Right now, temperatures are below freezing in Madison and areas to the north. So I would expect mainly snow, but there'll also be some freezing drizzle mixed in as well. Dane County right now, 35 in Middleton, 30 in Sun Prairie, and 35 degrees in Mount Horeb.
Gary, thank you. The CBS Evening News, of course, is next, and then we'll be back in 30 minutes for News 3 Now at 6. Stay tuned.